Okay, well it's been I don't need to explain where I've been. Anyone who's listening to this, I've told them personally I've been away for Easter. So this is the plan I came up with before I left for Easter. This bit was just me seeing how much extra space, because this place is vast. But so yeah, this island is huge, and in fact that's getting worked on now. Those things automatically start being built. So yeah, the last recording I did ended with me showing people coming off the helicopter. This is actually a different game, because after the warnings I had last time, I went and checked all my loot, and sure enough I was missing one. It was Excalibur. Now I have them all. I have 14 pieces of loot. They've not yet been moved onto the island. But I did this design. So someone is getting on with that as soon as possible, but it's going to take them a little while because they have to jog all the way there and all the way back. It's a whole thing. But whilst that's going on, I just had a thought. Bears thinking about. The design is subject to change. This bit's going to stay. Yeah, so whilst they're getting started, I might as well start on that as well. Yeah. I might as well talk about what I've done. So this is a design I came up with, and it's kind of based on two principles. Firstly, some of the lessons I've learned from playing this game before, I've put into practice. Actually, three things. Lessons I've learned before that tend to be effective and are actually kind of things I found, certainly for my playstyle, to work pretty well. For example, this wide open initial kind of hub of entirely inert, safe, non-heat producing, perfectly fine and high minion traffic areas all at one place. It means I have this kind of definite cluster of people I can rely on to be in a given area at a given time. And there's a couple of other things. I'll talk about them as and when I see them. The second thing is I'm playing on hard difficulty, and I've said this earlier. If you're interested in playing this game based on having watched me or just in general, and you think you want to try it on hard, word to the wise is a word of caution. Hard isn't necessarily more challenging in a way that's more fun. I'm doing it because it's interesting and it's challenging, because I'm having to rethink a lot of the assumptions I make about this game, and it's interesting to watch me mess up and bad things happen, and the stakes are higher. That's good. But you are locked out of doing a lot of the fun things in this game, like using henchmen effectively and using traps and things like that, because those things haven't been balanced for hard, so they tend to not be as effective, and they don't tend to be worth it. I'm going to try and make them worth it, and that's going to be part of the experimentation process here. But if you're looking to play it, I strongly recommend you play it on normal. Normal is hard. It's a difficult game. It's not very forgiving. But normal actually allows you to use all the cards in your hand. The third principle, so yeah, the second principle therefore is because it's hard, I'm having to consider a lot about how I play it. I'm not going for an aggressive opening. I'm not planning to engage agents with hostility, because they outgun me, especially the super agents. So I have to be very passive, and my design is basically like quicksand. You know, the basics of quicksand is if you stay still or you move slowly, you sink. If you move quickly, you stick. That kind of thing. So basically, by them moving slowly through my base, they get more and more entrenched in it, separated from each other, that kind of thing. The third principle is, although I came up with this plan and I've based it on things, I haven't thought it through too hard. Sometimes when I play this game, and I encourage you to do so as well, when you are designing your base, especially your second base, now that you have all the things in your hand, as you can see I've laid out quite a lot of stuff here. That will be the first objective, or that will be, defeat Mariana Mamba. So this is when on a second island you start getting missions turning up a certain chronological, you know, they turn up at about the same time as other objectives. They're linked to the story objectives, is the way I failed to say it there. You start getting objectives to defeat the various agents, so that's going to come up. That's going to be fun. Where was I? So yeah, I've based this on a lot of things. When you're doing a second island, you want to plan it out, and you really want to consider it, because base building is a huge part of this game, and sort of once you're done on the second island, that's kind of it over. Short of doing massive overhauls and also having all this space to do whatever the hell else you wanted to do it with. The fact that I've left this space bothers me, because it always makes me think that I could have stood to have spread this out more, because ultimately agents are on a timer. Once they land on your island, there's a certain amount of time before they give up and go home. So the further away your stuff is, the harder it's going to be for them to get there. So having it further away at the back of the base surely means that they're never going to get to it. But that's a balance you have to play off against the fact that you want your minions to be centralized, so that you can always be sure that if you need to react to a threat or a situation, you don't have like one or two guys here, 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 and there's no one able to concentrate. My playstyle is very much have all my eggs in one basket minion wise, so that means I tend to have a very clustered, very tight design that means I have a lot of space left over that really I should have used better. But again, I haven't planned this out properly, and this is my point. When you're doing this game, you really want to think hard about this, because you'll find the game's difficulty can sometimes seem unfair. People will say things like, this game is kind of arbitrary, it's kind of cruel, it's kind of, vindictive, it's, how was I supposed to know I was going to do? I'm just checking for agents, by the way. How was I supposed to know X or Y? And the answer half the time is, yeah, the game's tricky, and yeah, the game is kind of arbitrary sometimes about what it does and doesn't consider, difficult. There we go. We got our base. So these guys are getting work on that now. But a lot of it will come down to the fact that you have made slight errors or slight decisions. Perfectly, there's no ultimately one correct answer. You've made decisions in your base design which has led to agents being able to do things, or minions being unable to do things, which clashes with your style of play. So you really want to think hard about this, and there are tools online to let you plan out. They still exist. I don't know who's keeping them up, but they're still out there. And if not, just doodle on graph paper. But just think about these things and play around in the game and you can see here I've got a room here that doesn't even have a door, because I've moved this space around so much that things have been left, and I'm still maybe going to redesign this space actually the more I look at it. But that's something that might happen later. We'll get to that when we get to it. But my point is, you really want to take your time with this and just really enjoy the base design. You have all the money. If you've done this right, you have all the money you need. You have all the time in the world. You should have this paused when you're doing this, as I did, so you're not, Mariana Mamba and Jet Chan aren't going to randomly show up. Jet Chan aren't going to show up. I didn't do that. I did it a little bit, but I didn't rethink and redo and all those things. Here we go. I just kind of did this, and then I fiddled around here and there, but I didn't spend too long on it, and that's for two reasons. Well, just to say two reasons. That's for the reasons that I did that. Simply, I think it's more interesting that you see. I think it gives me more fun to watch a base being built which is potentially flawed. Shit. A base being spotted. Where the fuck is she? There she is. Oh. Well, I've lost the quantum physicist. I'm not going to get him back for a little while. But this can happen. This is why you wanted to have it pause when you were designing. I mean, I did, because you saw they'd only just arrived. I was never going to avoid the fact that she was going to arrive. Jet Chan could well show up in a minute. That's just what you do. But yeah, so in conclusion, the reason I've done this design is I made something that highlights, I think, some of the ideas I have about how a second island base can work. Gerald Ono, goodbye. I barely knew thee. But by not focusing on it too hard, we may see some interesting errors that we can all learn from. I'm not saying that if I'd given myself more time, I would have personally produced a flawless base. I'm not that egotistical. But certainly I may have spotted errors. But you should take your time with it. So what we have to do now is we have to very quickly build something, just this area. And this is another reason why I like to do this on the second island, is having a big core area initially. Is firstly, makes sense. You want to have your low heat areas here, but you might want to have them more spread out than this. But the reason I don't, beyond the fact that I want to have the minions all clustered together, as I already said, is because the sooner I can get these all built, and the closer they are, that means the sooner I can build them, everyone will move inside and start wandering about. Because right now we don't have a concentrated force that's able to take out Mariana, and more than that, everyone's wandering around, which means she's going to bump into people willy-nilly, and she's going to bump into my minions, my henchmen. That's bad. So, that all being said, build this as quickly as possible, get people moved in as fast as possible, and it will speed up, because right now, we're simply limited by the fact that you only need like 3 minions to build a corridor, and so 3 minions doing that whilst no one else is doing that. Once I have things leading onto each other, I can untag all of them and I'll have more minions rushing around doing work simultaneously. It goes up quite quickly. You'd honestly be surprised. She's slowly being taken care of by the occasional spin doctor she bumps into. There's one there. But we can't hope for much. We're safe for now. Everyone's over there. This is the closest we have to having a cluster of units, but it's not very safe. Mariana I'm not too concerned about, but if Jet Chan shows up, which he probably will, knowing my luck, we've got a problem. Now, one thing we could do, simply because I don't want to have to like beat up Mariana, because she's gonna... Where is she? She's gone back that way. Cool, we're good. If she'd gotten closer to this, we would have had to have considered the fact that she may well start, you know, stealing things. I say stealing things, retrieving things. She's not doing anything wrong, she's a good guy. Sanctimonious git. But I'm going to start moving things in here, just because also people, you know, hang around observing these things, and it will slowly increase the number of minions that are indoors rather than outdoors. Gives people something to do. X, Y, Z. Where's Mariana? She's getting nothing done. This is another advantage to the island. It's big. It's difficult to find. Now I've kind of covered all the bases I knew I wanted to say before we started. You know, vis-a-vis base design. I was going to mention another thing, which is the depots. I've mentioned this before in the other video. The depots are really far away from each other. Now, I've built one here, which I suppose is, you know, is kind of equidistant. But I think I prefer it if I could have some form of... I think it's closer to this one, to be honest with you. Let's see. That. Meanwhile... What a weird name. Quentin Gur. Yeah, I think it's actually equidistant, so maybe I won't bother. But yeah, that's just what she does. What I was thinking about when I was rambling to myself earlier was this space I haven't really done anything with. I was potentially... Is there even an open... There's one there. So what I could have done is I could have done a mirror of this guy. So let's say pretend one depot was here rather than way over there, and one was here. I want to have equal access to both of them without one being more dangerous than the other, because you never know what random... I don't know what provokes them to use one depot over another, but you know, you don't want them to pick the wrong one and go all the way around the island. Now, having two entrances can be risky. However, with this layout, it would be entirely possible to have a symmetrical entrance. Both are as vulnerable / secure as the other. I guess have, like, not literally duplicated, but I have another lengthy corridor in the style of this one that leads into this guy, who is, you can see, another barracks. It's a direct clone. This thing is symmetrical. Now, this guy would have nowhere to go. That's another problem with that. But I could have a whole thing... You know, I could do a whole thing. I could do it. I could figure it out. But what that would mean that both depots would be easily accessible. But to be honest, the way it is right now, both are easily accessible. Okay, so let's get on with this. We have to build him, and then we can get on. So we can get all things started then. Where is Mariana anyway? She may well just go home. I mean, it's such... Oh no, that's a normal dude. She's just snooping. Well, that's good to see. You just, you know, you keep on with that. Yep, everyone's safe. I say everyone. The henchmen are the only ones that can be actually killed by her, and minions you're going to replace. You can't replace henchmen. So, whilst we're getting on started on that, and I think she's fine, I think we're good. Here's my design. We have a long corridor with multiple kinks and doors we built here and such, and also we have a false entrance here. I will do something here, maybe a trap, maybe nothing. But People will maybe be provoked to go down there. I am still not sure. I suspect agents are partly just driven to explore random doors, because if I just built like a random, thing here and put like a door there, the guy would sometimes waste his time checking that. But other times they seem to ignore doors that they seem to mystically know lead nowhere. And they will always go for doors that will cause you the most amount of trouble. I'm fairly certain, maybe it's based on like what rank they are, but I'm fairly certain on some level they are informed as to their, the most optimal path to piss you off. You can't get by just on mazes alone. You have to actually build an active security system. So, false guy might waste some people's time. Long corridor, simply walking it will waste some time. And then we come into this hub. The hub will have, all the rooms you've come to expect. Might as well move some more gubbins in here. You've got your barracks, you've got your mess hall, you've got another barracks. This guy doesn't appear to do anything different from this guy. I think they recover things at different rates, but I've never done the maths to find out. I just do them randomly because it really doesn't matter that big a deal. Yep. So she's taken out 3 people. It's a blow, but they're infinite depending on if time isn't a factor. If you don't care how long it takes, minions are infinite and immortal. So that's always something to bear in mind if you're getting too upset about something going wrong. I have a mess hall, and just to cut down, I've never done this before in my life, and I don't know why I've never done this before. I built 2 mixers, because that's the ones you talk to people on, right? Because before I've been like, oh, I'll put someone in the mixer. Oh no, wait, so-and-so's still in the mixer, because the mixer takes a long time. So, 2 mixers, why not? It only costs like an extra $800 or something. Now, I haven't put in all the things that I've got a TV there. Egg share. Egg share, for example, if I just go in here, it's a budget-conscious choice. Although stylish, it's not the most practical, and it'll take a while to fully recover because of the discomfort. Now, I think that's from some earlier version of the game where maybe the egg share was like one of the first items you could build, because it is way more expensive than a drinks machine. And if it recovers slowly, I've never seen an item described as doing anything other than just generically increasing. Where is she? Who am I spying here? Who? They're on the... Oh, it's him. Thank God for that. I saw a red dot. She may go home, but we... Okay, now it's getting dangerous. See, everyone takes a hit there. What? Oh, no. What? What's she attacking? What has she seen? Henchman? Nope. Yes. That's going to be it, isn't it? That's going to be it. Best I can hope for is there's a lot of social minions hanging around here. So if I... So this is something I always forget to use. You can get people to follow. Oh no, she's just attacking that guy for no reason. It's a bit bizarre. See if this works then. I think she might get bamboozled before she gets beaten up. No, she's going to kill him. Oh no, she's stuck. Okay, now I want to lead him away because he could get hurt, but he's led these people out here. That's the generic ability they all start with that I never really use. Yeah, she's glitched out or something. Just let that guy just beat him up then, whatever, I don't care. But, yeah, maybe I'll put the base tour on hold until I've dealt with her, because... Okay, that stopped him, hopefully. So I told her to execute him, which means he immediately starts, whatevering. So yeah, I think we've... Well, that's an interesting image. So I think we've dealt with her for now. There's nowhere to put her, so I guess... tell you what we're going to do. We're going to not build him for now. Because what we can do is later we can move that guy. But right now we want to have access. So you see it's all a bit circular. Yeah. Anyway, that's the whole thing. So I think she's fine. I think we can leave it for now. And this guy needs dealing with. But we haven't got a freezer. So this is going to be interesting. I love it when they roll. I'm going to order his body bag to be dumped in the vault, because no one goes there. And there it will decompose. It's a bit ugly. You know, it's a bit like you're literally just dumping the guy in the corner and hoping no one notices him. Hopefully she will leave when she recovers. She's going to recover any second now. Where are my henchmen? Okay, I think we're safe. I'm going to send these guys to speed up. I mean, they're basically already there. I'm going to untag her just for now. She may go home. 10... Yep. No, she decides... She's not done yet. I mean, maybe she'll leave after this, but let's see. So this is the thing they do. They do the whole like, oh, I'm not paying attention to you because you're evil, and he's like, oh, but I love you. She's like, no, you're too evil for me. And he's heartbroken. He has a change of heart. No, she's not leaving yet. Oh yeah, also there are monkeys on this island. They never do anything. They just piss people off occasionally. Okay, so we're still in the danger zone. Can't believe I just said that. But we'll press on. So things could get hairy real quick now. Where are my henchmen? Henchmen. Get in deeper in there. Where's Jubei? He's there. So this guy isn't affecting anyone. No one's walking in here. We're good. Okay, I think the sheer density of minions will deal with this, but she's seen my henchman and is intending to attack. Oh, now she's attacking my fucking everyone. We may just have to swamp her, that could be hilarious. Nope, she's stopped attacking. I don't know what's going on anymore. So this is very interesting, and I'm just... every time I'm about to say, oh, I hope Jet Chan's not here, I'm expecting to hear his music. I guarantee you will hear it, because this game loves to hate me. Jesus, don't... bloody henchman. Now you see, if I could build a cell real quick, we could actually capture her and probably get her defeated within the hour. But, that's the way it goes. So I'm going to send my guy in here. Where's she at? She's being dealt with. There's plenty of people to just get in her way and stuff. See, it's not very interesting to watch this, but I know if I look away something bad will happen. This is like... It's not tense like there's all or nothing to lose, but it's like it could go wrong very quickly. I do wonder if they're actually speaking languages. I think it is just gibberish. Okay. Well, I guess we're locked into this design now. I don't know what I'm doing with this space. There's nothing particularly a freezer. I guess he's sort of semi-important right now. Yeah, I think we've got it. Okay, so yeah, let's get back on with this. So I've got a lot of space, got some space here, so everything's open plan, so like a loot could maybe go here, but again, it's quite open into the base, which means people are going to find it and do what happened to poor Muggins here. So maybe not, but having it open just means there's going to be less pathfinding issues. I've split up the training rooms. So this one hasn't got anything in it right now, but like this one, for example, is just technicians and things, because they're lower heat, and I don't want even like a small amount of heat being attracted early on. Where is she? Oh yeah, she's fine, Jesus. So, yeah, things like that. We have right now... Oh yeah, so for this I've got these infirmary chairs. Those will be vital in dealing with Mariana. And also I think it's better than the pharmacy chair things. Oh, speaking of which, I actually think I need a time clock in this area. I don't think I have one. It wouldn't have been... Nothing bad happens if you don't have a time clock. It just means you're unable to, like, you know, properly manage, and you can't turn off rooms. This is the control room, by the way. I made a small 2x2 square, which was technically empty. You know, so I did that, as it were. And then I built a 2x2 inner sanctum in there, and put the desk in there. You can do that. Open plan living. It's just kind of cool, isn't it? Now my guy can sit there. It doesn't really make a difference. The chair is normally for recovering her stats, but the only stat she ever loses is health if she gets attacked. Oh yeah, I forgot it rained. I genuinely forgot it rained. He's shadowing tight. Well, good luck to him. She's nearly done. But anyway. It is... I've lost my train of thought again. Workers, control room... Yeah, so normally they're meant to recover the stats, and the only stat that you can possibly... there we go. Lose, really, is health if someone spots you and shoots at you, but that's only going to, like, you know, unless they get you die, then, you know, game over. That shouldn't really be too big a deal, because you'll just take... You've got 100 health. You're pretty tough, actually. And you just calmly wander off when you get shot at. So it's there if you need it, but I think it looks nice. That's the point. We've got a power generator there. We haven't got one anywhere else, and okay, so I think I want him there. But what I think I also want is a power plant somewhere. Now, what space do I have here? I see, that's a non-insignificant amount of space. If I could... Okay, so 2, 2... Remind me how big these things are again. Oh yeah, they're 2x2, they're teeny. So if I build him there and him there, you know, we got ourselves a little, yeah. Maybe. What's certainly clear is we need somewhere to have power sharpish. I'm pretty certain I want a control room, training room to go there. Which means we're going to need to go somewhere else. And I did... So here we go, here's an early plan. I plan to put my power generators way back in the base to be safe. I did not... You know, I did initially plan for there to be a power generator. You know what, get rid of this guy altogether, whatever, we can deal with that. So yeah, there's the answer. That's something I forgot. That seems like a fairly decent space. What have we got? Not very good use of space. Let's rethink this. Diddly-da. Let's just get rid of that guy. Yes, I know. It's just visual. It looks better, I think. Oh yeah. Well, it's a little ugly, but in fact, what would be cheaper is if I just did that, and then if I did... No, yeah, that's fine. Oh, I know what I'm missing. Do that. Oh, immediately, more space. Where's Mariana? Oh, oh, what the Christ is going on here? Oh, why isn't she going home? Providing backup for her. Oh, all manner of things are going wrong. Has anyone been killed whilst I wasn't paying attention? It would have told me. Yeah, they're all good. She isn't going home. Right, bugger this. Let's build an emergency thing to imprison her with. Since she's so insistent. Let's get that guy built. Before I forget what I was doing, let's get this guy built. I guess we don't need that space. What the hell? Oh, I'm in the wrong room. Sorry, I'm talking to myself here. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, she got caught. These guys, if they steal anything, I swear to Christ. Let's do what I said earlier and get these guys deeper into the base. Now we're sure everything is safe. Another thing to bear in mind, which I possibly haven't, we'll find out. I think I paid a little bit of attention. On the second island, you think you've learnt all the things you could possibly have to learn about how to build your base. You probably have forgotten to now bear in mind you want places to put all your cool loot. You want to take advantage of the fact that these things, you know, provide a useful service to your base. So what's going on now? These guys, she's fine. Gosh, she's not bloody leaving though, is she? Now, here's something I can do. I basically never use this. It hardly ever works. I don't quite know how the mechanic of it works, so I don't know if there's a reason sometimes it fails, and oftentimes I don't need it. Basically, if you've got multiple build orders, you highlight one as having a priority. It will glow and someone will, immediately prioritize that over other tasks. I may rethink that in time, but for now it'll do. What's going on here? Those guys are fine, they haven't stolen anything. She's nearly, gosh, she got dealt with again, didn't she? We've got one of these now, so we can defeat her. Do they require power? No, we're good. See, this is sparkling. Let's find out who's doing it. Someone's on their way to do it. Let's go back here. Have I got everything? I think I have. Let's... Can we now access this? Not quite yet. Nearly. I'll move him in here anyway. Worst thieves ever. I've literally not got any security systems. Okay, she's going home now. But if we still catch her, then maybe we can imprison her. Brings to mind what I'm going to do with this space when I'm not using it as like a temporary, because I'm going to destroy this because it's way too close to the front of the base to be used as an actual prison cell. God, we've almost got everything prepared for her. Seems a shame to let her... He's dealt with her, he's dealt with her. He's not. These guys I'm going to need dealing with pronto. In fact, all of them are going to need dealing with. I'm just gonna... They're going to steal things. Or are they? It's right there, man. Steal it. Okay. Hold off on that attack. Yeah, oh, I look away for 5 seconds. Okay, he's there. Where's Jubei? Kill him. Kill him, I guess. Kill him. Kill him. Oh, sure, let him go. I tagged the wrong person. This is bad. This is bad. I may even reload, just this isn't good. Oh, for fuck. Who? Who? Him? He should be dead. What are you doing? What are all of you doing just hanging out? This guy's getting away. He's stolen something and he's getting away. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm going to have to consider reloading. What did he get? The samurai armor, I believe. Yeah. And now Jack Chan's here. Wait. Get him! Get him! Okay, so that's a glitch. Okay, that was cheating a little bit. That's not been built yet. Okay, will they even spot him? This isn't good. He's going to get away now, and I don't know how to stop that. Meanwhile, without letting him out of my sight, okay, Jet Chan's fine. Jet Chan's all the way over there. Could someone please stop him? No, stop constructing my furniture. Kill him. He's going to fly off of it. I'm going to have to reload anyway. I know I am. Where am I at on my reloads? Sorry. So autosaves happen every 10 minutes. It is currently... What is the time now? Okay, so I'm going to lose a couple of minutes there. It's a bit of a short episode, but I may call it. If he gets away... Got him. Okay, so no, I think we're good. Got him. Jesus wept. Yeah, so early days, confusions. Is this being built yet? Okay, we got that guy, but the cell's not going to be built for ages. Nonetheless, I think we should arrest her. Someone ought to maybe escort her somewhere. Because if she gets brought in there and I tell them to weaken her when she wakes up again and starts going mad, nothing here yet will antagonise her in terms of heat. Well, the loot were, but... Oh, no. No, don't, no. Where is it? Okay.
Champagne's on ice, darling, and so are you.
Okay, I think we may have got her.
Make way for me.
But it's too early to tell. If she leaves, she leaves. But if we could do this now, that'd be kind of cool. These guys, they're going to find a body bag. Can't do anything about that. Jet Chan's on the far side of the island, but this is dangerous. This is bad because like I don't have anything. I don't even have guns to fend them off with. We may yet get her. I'll forget her because her instinct is now go home. She's not going to stop for anything. This guy's getting built. That guy's getting built. Things are happening slowly. Might as well move this door. Oh, it's an external door. Can't even use it. It's cheap. That will transfer my gold. See, now I've got loads of gold. It's all moved in here now, you see. I can also now move this guy and shut him off. And now this is only accessible through here. I might as well tag them for weakening because people are wandering around the island doing nothing anyway. He's shadowing a target. Is there any body bags? The nearest one will be this guy, wouldn't it? So I want to order him moved here as well. Oh god, this guy's here. Forgot about him. So yeah. This will be negatively affecting. Now I have a deeper base. I'm going to move these guys further away because that was a close one. Once you lose loot, it's not coming back. I think some of the loot you get an opportunity to re-steal it. Like ones that I got through generic missions, but the story ones, like the Uber loot, nah, they're gone. They ain't coming back. Yeah, so I think I got away with that. Have I? Loot acquired 11? Is that because things are in access? That might be because things are in... Yeah, it goes down when they're in access. Okay, so I think I have all the loot I need. Where's Jet Chan? He's shadowing a target who's a peaceful scientist, so leave him be. Yeah. What I might also do here... That's a scientist. Oh, he saw a body bag. Nothing else to do with this space. No, that might get closed off. Just thinking. Oh, that's what I'll put here. That's what I'll put here once I'm done with that temporary prison. What? Who's attacking? Is that hers panicking? He's sent. Okay, he's seen a little bit of heat. I really don't care. But who was attacking? Kill him. Wait. Oh. Aha! Beat you. He's still retrieving something. Yeah, there's a lot of cash. Who's closest? I guess you guys. See, now we've got things showing up and the island needs to get... I mean, I don't think there's a faster way of doing this. Certainly you could like... Okay, so what... So, okay, here's a downside to my point. If you just had a single corridor running through the whole base and all rooms branched off it, you could build that single corridor in one fell swoop, and then that same corridor would link all the way back to, like, you know, your deepest, darkest parts. So you could build your power plants and your freezers and your infirmaries and your your armories and stuff, because they're attached to that central artery. Because I don't have a central artery, to avoid the problem of the base being highly accessible, it means that I have to build a lot of things before I can get to those parts of the base, which means this guy's going to live here forever now for some reason. Which means you have that problem. People are running, how dare they? Okay, this isn't good, and I don't really know how to deal with this. This is interesting. Okay, let's weaken him. That's my only really recourse, isn't it? I mean, if he gets in here, then he's going to get weakened to fuck. I mean, good God. I think we successfully bamboozled them. He's attacking someone who's running the opposite way, so he's not actually going to catch him. But he is going to be led straight into the heart of our base. Now, these corridors make it hard to spot things I've put in them. So I'm going to double check that I haven't... This is the first thing he'd see. I'm also going to move this, actually. Because... Yeah, rather not lose that. Now, he is going to run into the base, which means people are going to weaken him. There's nothing for him to blow up yet, try as he might. And if he sees one of these briefcases and steals it, that gives him a little bit of money and he decides to run away with that. I might just let him, because Jet Chan can do serious damage. But, where were we? These guys are getting built, slowly but surely. Oh, he's attacking someone running the opposite direction. That's wonderful. That's genuinely... how do you weaken them? How come they didn't forget their... Fine. Yep, fine. Just let them go. I mean... What have I got here? A little bit of heat there, a little bit... I can deal with that. Where's America, I might ask? Where are the Yanks in all of this? There they are. Hello. Okay, Jet Chan will still be chasing someone vainly. Is he shadowing the same guy? No, he's shadowing... Oh, it's like a caper. Everyone's just following each other. And there's a monkey and all. Oh, all the monkeys have funny names. There's like 4 of them. There is meant to be a trap in the game that you can research and things that lets you capture them, and then they turn into sort of like traps. Like people trigger them and the monkey attacks. Doesn't work, it's glitched. The technology that you need that got cut out of the game. By accident maybe? I don't know. But it doesn't exist. I love they put on little caps, it's so cute. Wow, that guy's health just went shoo. It's brilliant. I love infirmary chairs. It's such a time saver. Jet Chan. Maybe he did kill someone? Maybe. He killed him, that's for damn sure. Now he's attacking that guy with the box, but he's not getting anywhere. He's not going to catch him. He might. If he gets caught up on something, he'll hit him, but... Oh, is he faster than him? He is! But he wasted his time doing his taunt. I guess they go slightly slower when they've got a box. I've never noticed that time differential before. Gosh. Bit of a messy base. It's a very messy moment of the game. It's very fraught with danger, especially on hard. Like, if this was normal, I might just swamp him or something. I mean, I'd avoid conflict with him because he is very dangerous on all difficulties, but if I needed to, I could just swamp him. I have loads of minions doing nothing else. I guess it's... He must be like 0.1 slower because he was able to catch him up before. He's going to kill him, isn't he? How much Spin Doctor's doing? Only 2. Both of them Jet Chan, no doubt. I think he's forgotten what he's doing. He's like, get out of the way. I'm trying to... I'm trying... Get out of... Get out of... Excuse me. Yeah. Oh, well, if he gets here, he gets here. Nothing I can do about it. That guy is going home. Mission accomplished, I guess. We're doing okay. The sooner we get these guys built, the better. Okay, so they're about to come online. I don't know what or who he's attacking, but he is now inside the base. This is where things start to go wrong. I think he wants to attack this guy, but he's not attacking him. He may now attack this guy because he's been knocked out of that little pattern of behaviour. Oh, now he's attacking him. He seems to have lost his capacity to actually punch people, which is like, that's like Christmas and Easter and New Year and birthdays all came at once. If If Jack Chan can't punch anyone, then, like, you know, wonderful. What a wonderful gift. Yeah, he's glitched out in some capacity for this particular moment, and he's not punching. Cool. I might take I'd be tempted to take the weaken tag off him and just leave him alone, but he might come out of it, wander back to my base, and now he's not being told to weaken. I haven't paid attention. Yeah, no, he seems to have glitched out for full. Whatever. Hey, we've got power. An excess of power. Now, we get ourselves some doors. So I'm told, I haven't had a chance to check this. 500. Yeah, well, I'll be damned. When I was a kid, I used to think that field barrier doors were just a flat upgrade to heavy security doors. Turns out they are not. Turns out they are actually weaker. See, why doesn't it tell me? It only tells you about security doors. It doesn't tell you about the different types. Heavy security doors are tougher. I think field barrier doors are harder to break through. So you want a mix of both, because I guess I want... Now, I don't really care. This is the thing. Another fallacy is to think that once you have them, you can't use standard doors anymore. But think about it. This is a well-trafficked corridor. People are always going to be going through here. If they're always going through here, then having the most powerful lock in the world means nothing. He's stuck. It's adorable, but he's stuck. What's the point of the most powerful door, the most sophisticated lock system, or the most high-profile whatever in the world if people are constantly opening it? An open door is an open door. Doesn't matter how fancy the door is. Sounded vaguely deep, but not really. So by all means, you know. And what's the point? You know, I mean, I know this again. People are going to be coming through this constantly, but there's no reason to not waste people's time a little bit. Actually, no. I take that back and move him there, and I'm going to move him there. Yeah, that seems sensible-ish. Yeah. So what's the point? You want your heavy security whatevers and such. Descend on them, I guess. He's back. This guy's... So, I really am tired of you following me around, but, you know, I appreciate it. Wonderful. Oh, they've seen something. Gosh. I actually think, you know what, it's a little bit pathetic. Okay, here I am with no doors, no security worth a damn, body bags literally lying around the place, and all of the most valuable things in the world that have been stolen from you. And you managed to find one blip of heat. You are clearly just not. You got your eyes shut, mate. Again, I don't really end up using the big doors all that much because things that are nominally okay. So I definitely want to use him here, and I might as well use him because I don't really care if people try and blow it in and whatever. But if they try and knock through the door with pickpocketing, what's the word I'm looking for here? If they're trying to breach the door via waiting and things, then so I want that there. But most of the time I'm going to stay with standard doors because excuse me, that's how people are going to be using them, and they're cheaper and they work fine. I will use heavy security doors in some places, but not all. I mean, okay, so here's it's like almost we might as well, I guess you could call it Alistair's fallacy, since I'm the one who's worrying about it. I can't think of anyone else it could be applicable for. Yeah, the evil genius, the fallacy of doors and evil genius. The closer they are to the front of the base, the less point there is in having them be high security, heavy doors, because people are going to constantly be opening them, rendering them moot. But the further back in the base, conversely, the less meaningful it is to have a high security expensive door because no one's going to get back there to open it. I mean, you'll recall my last base, which was quite small and badly laid out and had, quite a quick avenue to the very back of the base. I didn't have a door on the lab. You can go back and check the videos. I didn't have a door on the laboratory. And it got broken into once because a guy glitched out and never left, so he inevitably ended up having enough time to get in, and I wasn't paying attention to him because I thought he'd glitched out in a way that meant I didn't have to pay attention to him. And I was interested to see on how long he'd keep going. So, high security doors, I'm not saying they're bad, I'm not saying you shouldn't use them. I'm just saying I've never found a reason to use them. That's different. If you want to use them, then use them. Yes, they are just objectively better than standard doors. But I'm a bit of a penny pinching evil genius. So, in one of the later, might as well. Why have I forgotten? I've stopped building things. That's my problem. In one of the later based missions, you get a capacity to build this into a missile silo, and you get walkways, and that's what. You know what? That's so ugly. That's so ugly. I'm actually going to do that because I cannot handle that. That's hideous. Going in, opening up into that would bug me. So he's been dealt with. Hopefully he'll go home after this. Hey, look at that guy. He walked all the way through here and found nothing. You're examining something, are you? I think this guy, like... this is like a... What is it? Oh, he's found something. Oh, he's been dealt with. Well, good to him. I was about to say he needs to go like Specsavers or something. That's one of them Specsavers adverts, where they make a mistake because they clearly can't see. Like they hugged the wrong person at the train station. Anyway, sure, why not? So my plan before has always been to just like fill all the possible space you can with walkways being corridors that span this. But I've now had an idea of making the game, the base, even more, even harder to navigate, is by making it so the walkways go... Okay, so these ones, I don't know, I'll just connect them to themselves, who knows. But it basically goes up here, down here, around, up here, around here, down here. These do not connect, these do not connect. You have to go like that to get to the back of the base. Why? Don't know. See if it works. See if it's any fun. Probably won't, because I think actually this part of the base you can't even build. Cause you can't just build the whole thing with walkways, because there's like a big missile sticking up. I mean, Hodoi, you can't put a walkway over the top of the friggin' missile itself. You need that to be open so the missile can get out. Where's Jack Chan gone? Wait, where's Jack Chan gone? He may have just gone home. But, you know, he's Jet Chan. Have I just lost track of him? He was standing there. He must have gone home, right? I mean, I'd know if he was here. This is where paranoia grips me. That's not him. I mean, he has a big tag above his head, so I'd spot him. On the minimap. Wait, whoa, what? Oh, hello. It's neither of them. It's not this guy in here. He's not in here. He would be a big red dot. Yeah, he must have gone home. That's a relief. So yeah, I don't know if that will actually work. We'll see. But if it did, it would mean it was basically impossible to get back here. In the meantime, until I get the walkways, I will have to have corridors going through here. So I'm going to have a strong room here, because then later I can put more briefcases here and here, and, you know, it could be a whole thing. Who knows? And so it'll be inaccessible in the whole... No, actually, I think that'd be fine. No. Okay. That wouldn't work, I just realised. So I'll just build a corridor and then delete it later. I mean, who gives a crap, right? And I mean, I guess I can't build any of this until actually... Oh, I guess I'll build a corridor here too. I mean, it's not the end of the world. There's only like 3 doors in the game. Who's... Oh yeah, there he is. Cool. As intended, he's going the wrong way. So, you know, it's like one of them pyramid tombs. They have the false avenues of whatever you call it. I need a freezer somewhere at some point, surely, right? I mean, there's an infirmary for some reason, but like, there's my so here's my armory freezer, you know, with the... So he goes there, and that's a freezer, yeah. But I need a freezer before then. I need a freezer today, as some people say somewhere. I think I'm told. I mean, God, that's hideous, but if you're wondering why I'm not just like building it here, I think I'd like this to be like a level 3 door or something, but because I don't want people walking in here. It's really annoying when they walk in. So no, that's not going to fly. I mean, I guess that could be a freezer. But then I'd want it to be gone afterwards. If I build it there? What? Oh, I thought I did that. No, that's just him beeping and blowing up the whatever. World's smallest freezer. That's not gonna fly. Oh, well, that's something I can think about. I mean, I guess it could go there, because this training room isn't going to do anything, is it? In fact, do I even want a training room there? Okay, so if I'm acting under the assumption... I mean, that's a fine layout. I'm fine with that. And the great thing about scientists is because they're wall mounted, they can go literally anywhere. I mean, who cares, right? But no, I'll do something proper for them. And then, yeah, like the diplomat thing can maybe go there. Who knows? So that'll work fine. And then this guy will be the... all my words have come from my head. I'm going to stop soon just because I'm clearly kind of past my prime. Oh, that's actually not big enough. Training rooms is the flaw of this design we're discovering. I have not placed adequate room space for training rooms. So I'm going to need to reconsider. Actually, no, I'll just capture him. These guys all been dealt with. He got the fuck knocked out to him. How many bloody technician things did I build? 4, 5. I mean, they're built now. I could delete one later if I wanted some money, but if I needed that money, then something's desperately gone wrong. You know what? Fine. I don't need this to have a door, because if people are getting through here, they've already got onto the power plants, now we've got a problem. People aren't going to get back here. They're going to have to go through so many things before they get here. If I did that, yeah. Oops. So this is what I did in my old base, is it was pretty much open plan. What the Christ? Oh, it was him. Actually, you know what? It can be. There's no reason that can't work, right? I want somewhere to put that mummy sarcophagus. I guess this will be open plan. Plus, I really don't like having that one corridor. I like having things be 2s. I'm not that happy about that. I'm going to think about that. I'm going to stop here now. And when we reconvene, I'm going to have thought about that a bit more.